Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into Until We Meet Again. We're jumping into episode 16. We're getting into our last two episodes. This is the penultimate episode of the series, and it makes me really excited, but also really sad that the series is coming to an end. But, I mean, it had to end eventually, so we're just making our way through that. And by the time this video gets released, you'll probably have noticed a trend in my release schedule for these reactions, similar to what happened the last week when I was reacting to History 3 Trapped, how I kind of ended up just like bam, 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 flying through it, and every day there were two reactions to that, because that one was substantially longer and I had more to get through. Here, I had just enough episodes to get through that would take me through the end of this week. So every day this week there's been some reaction for Until We Meet Again. So that means the final episode should end up getting rude and disrespectful. Sorry. But the final episode should be getting released on Saturday. I'm debating whether to do it Saturday morning my time, which would be Saturday evening over in the Philippines and over that side of the world, or whether I want to do it Saturday evening my time, which would be Sunday morning over there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. Either way, I'll schedule a premiere like I did with the finale of History 3 so that we can chit-chat and watch together and, you know, just have a good little time, because I enjoy doing the premieres when I have time to do them. But either way, we're going to dive into this last set of episodes. Obviously, I had to wear my special shirt for my babies, and I think... No, okay, never mind. I thought Win and Team were also on the shirt, but it's just Dean and Parm. Guess I'll just have to get a Win and Team shirt for when their series comes out. Oh no, I've got to buy more merch. I'm so sad. But in the last episode, we, you know, came to the revelation, which I kind of put the pieces together as the episode went along, and I was really, really proud of myself, that this mystery grandpa and uncle of Parm that we kept referencing are going to be Korn's father and brother who we met last episode. And it's like, now everything just tied together. We just got reincarnated in the opposite families, and I don't know what this is going to mean as far as the opposite families and whether they're going to come together. I don't know. We just got to wait and see. And we also learned that Cene was Parm's cousin as well. So it's like, okay, we're just dropping bombs all over the place. So we're going to dive into this episode and just see. I made sure to get myself a snack. Got myself a nice milkshake from DQ so I can have something to sip on for this, because Lord knows I'm going to need it. Might have to switch to something stronger by the end of this. Oh, he cute. Hello. Baby. Oh, it's a super clean, super grown baby. Full head of hair and everything.
การไตรมินิตใช่ไหมคะครับได้ลูกชายนะคะคุณพ่อ
Yes, Daddy, real cute.
3,000 กรัมแข็งแรงดีนะคะ
ขอจับได้ไหมครับ
ได้ค่ะ น้องชื่ออะไรคะคุณพ่อ
พามครับ
พาม
พ่อสำเภาสระอามอม้าพามครับ
ค่ะ เดี๋ยวให้คุณแม่เขาไปให้กินนมนะ
But why? Why did we name him Palm, Uncle? Yes, he is very cute. Okay. I see we're heading our way to an emotional finale. And I'm definitely gonna have to switch over to something stronger. Because I know that this is gonna last me the last 2 episodes.
คำว่าเธอกับฉันคำว่าเรารักกันไม่มีค่าพอให้เธอได้เคียงข้างฉันแต่อาจไม่ใช่พรุ่งนี้ที่รักเธอก็รู้ไม่มีอะไรเดี๋ยวมันง่ายได้อาจจะต้อง
Yes, I need something to happen with Mr. Superman and Manao. I need Manao to get a happy ending too. Can't just be the boys.
ฉันเป็นของเธอแค่เธอคนเดียวเท่านั้นแต่เราพบกันเพื่อจากรักกันเพื่อรอวันเอ่ยคำลาอย่างน้อยเราเคยได้รักกันแค่นั้นมันก็ดีเกินพออยากจะขอเพียงหยุดเวลาคำคืนนี้กลายเป็นนิรันดร์ก็แค่เธอ
Another beautiful song. Alright, here we go. Hello.
พ่อจ้องน้องขนาดนี้ทำไมเนี่ย
ฉันไม่ได้เจอหลานฉันมาเกือบ10 ปี จะมองหน่อยไม่ได้หรือไงฮะ
คุณลุง
นี่เรียกลุงคริสเถอะลุงว่าเรานี่มันได้แม่มาจริงๆเลยนะไม่ได้การมาเลยทำตัวสบายๆลุงไม่กัดหรอกนะลุงว่าเรามาทำความรู้จักกันก่อนจะไปเจอปู่ดีกว่าถ้าสุดท้ายที่ได้เจอเราเนี่ยก็คืองานศพการ
คุณลุงไปงานศพคุณพ่อด้วยเหรอครับ
ไปสิมันน้องทั้งคนเลยนะปู่เขาก็ไป แล้วตอนเข้าไปไหว้เนี่ยรู้สึกว่าเราจะโดนใช้ให้ไปทำอะไรสักอย่างเนี่ยก็เลยไม่ได้คุยกัน
น่าเสียดายจัง คุณแม่ไม่เคยเล่าเรื่องทางบ้านคุณปู่ให้ผมฟังเลย ผมอยากรู้นะครับ แต่ก็ไม่กล้าถาม
นี่ก็ไม่แปลกหรอกนะพ่อเราเนี่ยเขาก็โกรธแค้นปู่เหลือเกินแล้วเขาเป็นคนดื้อทิฐิแรงก็ถึงขนาดแต่งงานแล้วยังไม่ใช้นามสกุลแม่เราเลยคิดดูแล้วกัน
ทำไมคุณพ่อถึงเกลียดคุณปู่อะครับ
Okay, let's get into it.
ราะปู่เขาเป็นต้นเหตุทำให้มันเสียคนที่มันเคารพรักมากที่สุดไป
แต่คุณแม่เคยเล่าเรื่องคุณลุงให้ฟังนะครับ คุณแม่บอกว่าชื่อผมเนี่ยพ่อเอามาจากชื่อที่คุณลุงตั้งให้
ลุงตั้งเหรอ
ครับพามที่หมายถึงพลัง ส่วนน้องชายผมภูมิที่หมายถึงแผ่นดิน
ลุงนึกออกแล้ว ภูมิอะลุงเป็นคนตั้ง ส่วนพามเนี่ยลุงอีกคนหนึ่ง
ลุงพ่อมีพี่ชายด้วยเหรอ
Girl.
มีสิ
เอ้า แล้วทำไมไม่เห็นเคยพูดถึง อย่างน้อยน่าจะพามาเจอกันบ้าง
ก็ตายไปแล้ว
So does Sin not know?
ตายไปตั้งแต่อายุยังน้อย พี่น้องฉันไม่เหลือใคร
Does Sin not know? Because I know Sin did the research. Although he said that, like, information on Korn was, like, sealed or gone or... Did he not even get a last name for Korn when he was looking him up?
ครับ เอาอะไรอีกไหม
ไม่ละครับ
อะไรนะพี่
น้ำตาลปั้น
อันเนี้ยกินปะถ้าไม่กินอ่ะ ขอดิ
ไม่ได้
โอ้ไม่คิดก่อนเราโอ้โหนี่ตอบเกิน
มินก็ตะกาจริงเนาะตะกาด
อันเนี้ยคนพิเศษของพี่เขาให้มา
Mm-hmm.
ใครอ่ะ
ไม่บอกหรอก
โอ้โห
มีความลับเหรอ
เอาเฮ้ย แล้วการบ้านอ่ะ ไปถึงไหนอะ
ไม่อยากทำเลยอ่ะ มันต้องหาความหมายของคนทั้งบ้านเลยนะ ชื่อ
Okay, getting the backstory then.
ก็ไก่ก็ไก่ก็ไก่ ชื่อพ้องกันอีก น่าอายเกิน
ทำไมอ่ะ ดีเหรอ โคตรชัดเลยว่าเราพี่น้องกัน
โห ไม่เห็นเท่เลย ถ้าผมมีลูกนะ จะไม่มีกอไก่แน่
No, he's a man of his word.
แต่แกงอีกลูก
So then it seems like he did the same sort of thing with his kids' names. They all start with the same letter
โอ้
too.
โหยังไงอะลูกผมไม่เอากอไก่แล้ว
พาม
พาม
ห้าม
I don't know why I just got chills, but I did.
ลูกพวกนายอ่ะ จะได้มีพลังต่อสู้กับทุกอย่าง ถ้ามีลูกชาย ให้ตั้งชื่อว่าพาม
เฮ้ย พี่ยังผมตั้งได้ไงอ่ะ ไอ้กาดมึงต้องมีลูกชาย2 คนเลยนะคนหนึ่งเนี่ยเดี๋ยวฉันตั้งเอง ชื่อพามเหรอพอสำเภา พราหมณ์ขอสำเภาภูมิไงชื่อภูมิคล้องกับพราหมณ์ด้วยแล้วก็พยางค์เดียวด้วย
โอ้โหพยางค์เดียวอีกแล้ว พี่แม่งแต่ละคน
So Corn is the one
ถ้า
who
มีลูก
gave him his
จะไม่มี
name.
สองชื่อนี้เลย
ทำไม
ทำไมจะไม่ให้ตั้งเหรอทำไม
ทำอะไรอ่ะ อย่านะ อย่านะ
ทำไม
เฮ้ยไอ้กิ๊กน้องอย่าลงดิ
See, and it's nice to see these moments of happiness that Korn was able to have, even outside of his time with Ian. Like, just his own little world of happiness with him and his brothers, who he loved so much and would do just about anything for.
ลูกก่อนตายเพราะอะไรอ่ะฆ่าตัวตายใช่ไหม
I don't know what you said, but I feel the tension. Sure. I don't think your daddy's the one you need to be mad at. You're mad at Grandpa.
Miss เครื่องสำอางสำหรับคนรุ่นใหม่และน้องใหม่จาก Miss Teen
Actually, this is daddy, not uncle. Either way, if it's Crit or if it's the other one, he cute. And then we got Grandpa.
พ่อไม่เข้าไปเยี่ยมเลย
Okay, that's Crit. Okay, so that is daddy over there.
ไม่ได้นามสกุลยังไม่ใช้ร่วมกันเลยเจ้าการคงไม่อยากเจอฉันหรอกฝากนี้ให้เจ้าพามด้วยนะแล้วก็บอกว่าแกเป็นคนให้
ชื่อพามเนี่ยพี่กรณ์เป็นคนตั้งนะพ่อ ตอนนั้นผมพี่กรณ์แล้วก็ไอการนั่งคุยกันเล่นๆ พี่กรณ์บอกว่าถ้าไอการมีลูกให้ตั้งชื่อว่าพาม พามที่หมายถึงพลังต่อสู้ทุกสิ่ง
It's like, even though we know everything that went down and we know what he did and what caused, Korn and Ian and all that to happen, like in this particular moment, you still feel kind of bad for him. Like you sympathize with him because I'm not a grandparent. I don't know that I ever will be, but just from seeing like my grandparents and when my parents became grandparents and whatnot, like they love their grandchildren so much, and it's a whole nother level of joy that grandchildren bring to their lives. So I'm certain that he wanted to have that sort of relationship with his grandchild, wanted to have that sort of, but the damage had already been done.
พามอยู่ที่ไหน
กำลังไปบ้านพี่สินครับ
รอพี่อยู่ที่นั่นนะ พี่จะรีบไปหา
ถึงแล้ว
I
พาน้องเข้าไปก่อนแล้วกันครับ
These jeans are fitting Sin just right. Praise Jesus.
ด้านหลังส่วนมากคุณปู่พักอยู่อะคุณปู่น่าจะหลับอยู่พามเดินเล่นรอบบ้านก่อนได้นะ ส่วนนั่นเป็นห้องทำงานกับห้องอ่านหนังสือของคุณปู่เพื่ออยากหาอะไรอ่านครับ เดี๋ยวพี่ขอตัวนึงนะ ครับ
Girl, what you see now? Please don't let it trigger some traumatic memory. Dean's not there to calm you down. Or does the house just feel... Well, I was gonna say, the house wouldn't feel familiar. You're not corn.
น้องล่ะ
อยู่ข้างล่างครับ พ่อ พี่ชายพ่อชื่ออะไรหรอ เอ้า ก็อยากรู้ เห็นตั้งชื่อสอสลาหมดเลย พามก็พอสำเภา นักกาดก็กอไก่ เลยอยากรู้ว่าพี่ชายพ่อชื่ออะไรอะ
แกนี่ไม่กัดไม่ปล่อยจริงเลยนะเดี๋ยวไม่คิดจะเลิกหาอีกเลยนี่ก่อน ลุงแกชื่อก่อน
ผมเริ่มมั่นใจว่าผมคือกรคนที่ยิงตัวตายคนนั้น
Again, I got chills and I don't know why.
แล้วลุงกรตายเพราะอะไรอะ
แกจะรู้ไปทำไมนะ
ฆ่าตัวตายใช่ไหม แล้วพ่อปิดข้อมูลทำไม
ผมหาข้อมูลได้แค่อินทัศน์ส่วนอีกคนผมหาไม่ได้จริงๆครับ
ทำไมอ่ะ
ผมหาได้แค่สาเหตุการตาย ส่วนข้อมูลมากไปกว่านั้น หรือรูปถ่ายมีคนห้ามไว้ครับ
ฮะ ใครห้าม บอกชื่อได้ปะ
ผมบอกไม่ได้จริงๆครับ ขอตัวนะครับ
โห ขนาดใช้เส้นพ่อยังเอาชื่อมันไม่ได้เลยเนี่ย แต่ก็เอาเถอะ
เนี่ยฉันไม่ได้อยากปิดข้อมูล
Girl, don't lie.
ฉันก็อยากรู้เหมือนกันว่าแกไปเอาชื่อสองคนนี้มาจากไหน ฉันอยากให้แกกับสอน อยู่กันอย่างมีความสุข แล้วจะมารู้เรื่องพันนี้พี่กรณ์กับอินทัศน์เป็นคนรักกันเหมือนแกกับสอนคนรักเพศเดียวกันที่ถูก
I
ปลูก
feel like that's the first time I've seen the word actually said.
ฉันไม่อยากให้แกเกลียดปู่
ผมจะเกลียดปู่ลงได้ยังไง
Girl, you want to get into that story right now? Oh, baby, he gonna start hyperventilating. He ain't got nobody there to calm him down.
แล้วพี่อ่านอะไรอยู่อะไม่ดูยากจัง
อย่ากวนได้ปะ
รับทราบครับผม จะไม่กวนเลย
Here we go.
พี่กรณ์
กรณ์พี่กรณ์ครับ
ไหนบอกว่าจะไม่กวนไง
Baby. So now he's He's going through all these emotions. He's discovering all this information. He's making the connections to who his family is. Now he's gonna know who his grandpa is. And the last thing I want to see is him go on some emotional tirade, have Ian take over, and go off on grandpa and cause grandpa to have a heart attack or something. Like,
ว่า
ถ้าเราตายไปแล้วไปเกิดใหม่ พี่ว่าเราจะหากันเจอไหม
เจอสิ
พูดจริงนะ
จริง ก็จะตามหาจนกว่าจะเจอ
อีกไม่นาน เราก็จะได้อยู่ด้วยกันแล้วนะ
อีกนิดเดียว
อินอยากไปล่องแพจัง
เอาไว้พวกเราเป็นอิสระกันเมื่อไหร่อ่ะ พี่จะพาอินไปทุกที่ที่อยากไป
อย่างน้อยเราเคยได้รักกันแค่นั้นมันก็ดีเกินพอ อยากจะขอเพียงหยุดเวลาให้ค่ำคืนนี้กลายเป็นนิรันดร์ก็แค่เธอกับฉัน
นิดนึงนะพี่กรณ์เร็ว
ก็ได้
ร้องหน่อยเร็ว
รักมัน
พร้อมนะ1 2 3
เราอาจไม่มีตรงนี้ที่รักไม่มีรักที่เราอยู่อย่างที่ตั้งใจ เราจะหนีความจริงไปอีกนานเท่าไรแม้มันต้องจบแต่อยากคอยเธอจำเอาไว้ ไม่ว่านานแค่ไหนหัวใจฉันคือคนเดิมเสมอให้เธอจงจำสายตาคู่นี้มันจะไม่มีวันเปลี่ยนแปลงไปไม่ว่านานแค่ไหนฉันเป็นของเธอแค่เธอคนเดียวเท่านั้นแต่เราพบกันเพื่อจากรักกันเพื่อรอวันเอ่ยคำลาไม่มีคำคืนได้ตลอดกาลอีกไม่นานปลายขอบฟ้าจะมีแสงสว่างวันพรุ่งนี้เธอกับฉันจะมีวันที่ได้พบกันอีกครั้ง
once again, the soundtracking, they used the acapella number just then. So perfect. Like, why would we keep that? Why?
พี่รักอินนะ
Like, it's not a treasured family heirloom. It's not a happy memory. Why would we keep that? Why? Girl, put it down before something goes off, or what? Just put it away. Nothing good came from that damn gun.
อินทำไอ้นี่มาด้วย น่ารักไหม นี่ เอาไว้แขวนกุญแจบ้าน
Girl, stop looking through the damn box. It's just triggering more and more. And put the gun away, please, for the love of God.
พ่อ ฮะ แม่บ้านบอกว่าน้องเดินออกไปข้างนอกอ่ะ แถมมีปืนด้วย
เฮ้ยจะรู้ว่าพามไปไหนก่อนคืออินใช่ไหมก่อนคืออินจริงๆนะขอบคุณมากนะคุณอันติกาเดี๋ยวผมจัดการต่อเองขอบคุณนะครับฉันอยู่คนเดียวนะ
พ่อจะทำอะไรครับระวังครับพ่อเจอพามหรือยังครับครับ
หยิบปืนไว้ก่อนเลยจี
พ่อ งั้นเดี๋ยวผมไปตามน้องก่อนนะ
ไปดูไป
พ่อ ฮะ แม่บ้านบอกว่าน้องเดินออกไปข้างนอกอ่ะ แถมมีปืนด้วย
เฮ้ย
And she try to stop it.
จะรู้ว่าพามไปไหน
Y'all.
Hello พี่ ไอดีนมึงอยู่ไหน ผมกำลังจะไปบ้านพี่นี่แหละ พามหายไป อะไรนะ น้องหายไป พี่ปล่อยให้น้องนั่งเล่นอยู่ที่บ้าน กลับมาอีกทีพามก็ไม่อยู่แล้ว ดีนฟังนะ พี่เจออัลบั้มภาพตัวกล่องเก็บของหล่นเกลื่อนอยู่ พี่ว่าน้องน่าจะเห็นมันอะมึงจำได้ไหมที่มึงเคยให้กูหาคนอะจำได้ ผมให้พี่ตามหากรกับอินทัศน์คนที่ชื่อกรคือลุงของพี่และเป็นลุงของพาม คนที่มึงให้กูตามหาคือญาติกูเองพี่เดี๋ยวแค่นี้ก่อนนะฮัลโหลน้องพามพี่ทีนคนดีอยู่ไหนครับพี่รู้ผมอยู่ที่บ้านคุณเขาพี่จะขับรถไปรับนะน้องพามฮัลโหลน้องพามน้องพาม
Okay, I'm gonna need In Touch to let go of whatever. Let go of the reins. Cause
นั่น
Lord, he looked good in that outfit though, praise Jesus.
เป็นไง
พี่กรณ์จะซื้อห้องในตึกนี้จริงๆเหรอ
เพิ่งสร้างเสร็จใหม่ด้วยนะ มีลิฟต์ด้วย
พ่ออินน่ะไม่ชอบคอนโดเลย บอกว่าซื้อที่ในอากาศ ไม่มีที่เป็นของตัวเอง
พ่อพี่ก็เหมือนกัน
No good, they don't have to visit.
แต่ซื้อที่ในอากาศก็ถูกแล้วแหละ เพราะเราวิวาเหาะไง
ป่ะ ไปดูข้างในดีกว่า
So you're telling me that this man walked all the way from Sin's house to this apartment complex. It was broad-ass daylight, and now it's the middle of the night, it's raining. He walked all this way, just strolling around toting a gun, and nobody stopped him, nobody called the police, nobody, nothing. I mean, I imagine the building itself isn't, like, shut down. Well, I mean, I suppose it could be, but, like... Unless his... I mean, did he buy the condo? Or did he just... I got too many thoughts. I'll talk about it afterward.
กูไม่ได้เป็นอะไรกับมึง มึงไม่ต้องเสียมานี่
เราจะอยู่ด้วยกันอินจะอยู่กับพี่
กลับมาเถอะนะกลับบ้านเรากัน
คนโกหกคุณเสนเลวโอ้ยถ้าผมเลือกที่จะจากพี่ไปทิ้งพี่ไปทำ
I got feelings. Is there an after story? No? Okay.
พี่เดียนจะไปไหน
I just have feelings. Like, I don't know. I don't know where to start in my mental processing to go through this. I guess we'll just start back towards the beginning of the episode and work our way forward. So we started off with flashback, Parm being born, and his dad, his very fine-ass, cute-ass daddy, given the name Parm. And then later in the episode, we saw where that came from, because Mom told us that his uncle gave him the name Parm, and, you know, I'm sitting here associating it with Uncle Crit that we had over here. Not even considering the option that Corn might have been the one, but then, you know, we met up with, you know, his uncle, and, you know, they're talking. It's like, yeah, my mom said you were the one who gave me my name. It's like, oh yeah, I remember. I gave your brother his name, and Parm came from your other uncle. And that's when Sin's like, what do you mean my other uncle? You didn't tell me you had another brother, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, all those little details were coming out, you know, piecing things together. But then we got the flashback of the three of them when they were, you know, teenagers. And that whole conversation about how it came about, and Corn was the one who gave him the name Parm, you know, means strength to overcome obstacles, blah, blah, blah. Basically just kind of almost, I guess, the strength that he internally kind of wish he had, in a sense, because obviously he was going through a lot. There were a lot of obstacles in his life, Corn's life, at that particular point in time, whether it was obstacles romantically between, you know, him and Ian, and all the obstacles they'd have to face together with society and their parents, blah, 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 or if it was the obstacles of, you know, trying to take over the family business, or, you know, save his brothers from having to do that, but still being able to lead, you know, whatever life, you know, all kinds of obstacles. And eventually the pressure became too much for him, and he succumbed to his inner demons and took his life. We know this. That's neither here nor there. But I feel like that's name, you know, make sure you give your son the name Parm. It means strength to overcome obstacles. Adding that little bit that it means, you know, strength to overcome obstacles, I feel like that's him kind of instilling, like, hey, I wish this was the strength that I had. So hopefully if your son has to overcome these kind of obstacles, or any kind of obstacles, he has the strength that I'm not sure that I have in this lifetime. And it was just, all the flashbacks were just great additions in this episode. And then Parm went wandering through the house, which, you know, I figured was going to happen once they got there. And I figured he was going to find something to trigger his memory, or trigger some sort of memory thing. And yep, lo and behold, he found the book. And again, I've said it a million times over, the series, the acting is so incredibly good. Like, Parm in that whole scene when he was, you know, looking at the book and then discovering that it was Corn, and then looking at the memory box and the photo album, like, literally, I think he said 3 or 4 words that entire sequence, that entire scene. But his acting conveyed you saw every single thought churning in his head. You saw every single emotion, everything he was fighting with. You could see Ian kind of taking control at certain points and whatnot. And, like, just the acting is so good, because I'm pretty sure all he said in that scene was Picorn, like 3 or 4 times, and that was it. Everything else was just him silently reacting to photos, reacting to a keychain, reacting to the gun, reacting to this, that, and the other. And it's just like, man, you better act your face off. But then this is where things kind of get a little weird, a little wonky for me. First off, I don't know why they would keep the gun. Whoever, I'm assuming it was Grandpa, but like, why would we keep this gun? Why? What purpose does this serve? Like, this is not a, like I said, it's not a treasured heirloom. It's not a memory I particularly want to come back and revisit. So why would I keep the picture of my son and his belongings and all that kind of stuff along with this gun that he and his lover used to kill themselves? Like, no. Like, yes, maybe I'll keep the picture. Maybe I won't because it reminds me too much. Maybe I'll keep this keychain and whatever else in the box. Maybe I won't because it reminds me too much of what's happening there. But like, I definitely wouldn't keep this fucking gun. Like, why? What purpose? Like, I feel like logically it doesn't make sense in my head, and it feels like the gun needed to be there to drive this drama through the rest of the episode, so that there was this pressing, concern and worry happening. It didn't feel natural. Like, why? I don't know. But yeah, so then, Parm grabs the gun and walks off, and I'm like, at that point, it's not, at least for me, it's not Parm. It's not Parm. That's Ian taking over, or Ian kind of driving, taking control of the wheel and driving a little bit, because it's like, yes, Parm has had a lot of emotions throughout this series, and even before the series started that we haven't seen. He's had a lot of emotions. He's had a lot of trauma, the loud sounds scaring him, all these dreams and all of these emotions. He's had so much trauma. I get it. But they've never once shown us or given us any kind of indication or reasoning to elude that Parm would potentially hurt himself. At least not from what I've seen. Like, looking at all the flashbacks with Korn and Ian, yes, Korn was deeply troubled. He had his happy moments, like when he was with his brothers and when he was with Ian and all, he had these happy moments, these little rays of sunshine here and there, but you could still see, and I've mentioned it a number of times, the look in his eyes at times. There's just this looming worry in his head, and he had these inner demons that he was battling all this time. So yes, those are like foundational groundwork that the writers laid down to kind of illustrate that, hey, this guy had some issues and he buckled under the weight of all of these demons that he had and took his life. Parm, we've never been led to believe any of that. We've never seen any of that. Could he have had those issues? Sure, but we've not seen any of that. So like, him grabbing the gun and then threatening to commit suicide, well, it's not Parm. It's not Parm. It's not Parm. Nobody can convince me otherwise. That's Ian taking over, and at one point I'm like, Ian, I need you to let go of control, because I get it. We're in very emotional states, and there's these things triggering these emotions, triggering these flashbacks, whether they're good or happy or sad, whatever. Like when he went to visit Dean's grandma, those were very happy emotions, very attached to his grandma. That was his big sister. Or when, when he saw Dean's mom, okay, that's my niece. Yes, love, happy moments. And, Ian kind of took over at times, and Parm, his body just, naturally gravitated toward people, naturally hugged them and, embraced them. And it's, sort of Ian's essence taking over, just like in the kitchen when they're flirting and Korn's essence kind of took over and Dean got a little too handsy. Like, yes, sometimes those past lives are, wanting to live out these moments, and I get it, but like, Ian, you got I don't want to say you gotta let go, because obviously it was very sad, very traumatic, but like, you gotta let go of Parm. Parm is not I got issues with it. So, and then again, like I mentioned, Parm walked his ass all the way from Sin's house, wherever the hell it was. I don't know if it was far or close, but it was far enough that it was daytime when he left, and it's nighttime when he got to the apartment complex. And he's walking around, just strolling around all town, waving this gun all over the damn place. And I'm like, you telling me that in however many hours it took him, that he's just walking mindlessly, not thinking of anything? Because this is not Parm. Parm doesn't seem to be very, very conscious. It seems like Parm is kind of pushed to the back, and his body is just moving of its own accord at this point. So, like, you're telling me that with him just randomly wandering through the streets of Thailand, flinging a gun around, there's nobody who saw him and was like, this looks like not a good thing, or this guy's in a public place waving around a gun, maybe I should call a cop or something. Like, there's nobody around who can, like, intervene, or, like, again, there's just certain things about this episode that just weren't completely adding up, and just felt like convenient for the sake of driving this plot forward. And I don't know why, because everything else up to this point has been so well done, well crafted, and everything's felt like a natural progression. And then, I don't know, there's just things in this episode that just seem too convenient, and just seemed a little just too convenient so that this plot line can move forward. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. Anyway, he goes to the apartment, which, that was one thing that I was just like trying to figure out in my head what the deal with this apartment was, because it didn't seem like I mean, yes, it was nighttime and it was raining, so I guess we didn't really see any signs, but maybe the apartment was shut down, maybe it was condemned, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not active and the building is just there, no one's bought the building in the last 20 years. I don't know, maybe that's the case. But, like, I feel like if that's not the case, someone would have rented this apartment in the last 20 years, and locks would have been changed, different keys and whatnot. So again, it just seems too convenient in order to get Dean and Parm to this place for this, big climactic scene. Like, I get that it kind of may have to happen. This may be the big thing that needs to happen to finally free them of these memories and dreams that I keep hoping they will get freed of at some point, so that they can move on and live their normal lives. But, like, it just feels too convenient. Like, keeping the gun after your son committed suicide with it feels too convenient so that Parm could find the gun, and then Parm strolls all the way halfway across town and nobody stops him. Feels too convenient. This building is or isn't condemned, but this apartment has never been rented out in the last 20-something years, and the locks are still exactly the same. It just feels too convenient for my liking. So, even when Dean called Parm, it's like, yes, that's my good boy, where are you? And he's like, I'm at our place. Like, again, that's not Parm. That's not Parm talking. Yes, it's Parm's body talking, but it's not Parm talking. Like, that is very much Ian just took full-on control of the situation. It's like, yep, I'm here. I'm waiting for my other half to come here so we can talk this out. And then that whole last little scene there where Dean's like, let's go home or whatever, and he's like, and Parm's like, you're a liar. What if I left you first, and put the gun to his chin and whatnot. Again, Ian taking completely over. That's Ian yelling at Korn at this particular point. Dean and Parm are out of the equation right now. This is Ian and Korn. This is the Ian and Korn hour right now, and like, I love them. I love to see the development we've had with them throughout the series and whatnot. But at this particular point, Ian and Korn, they gotta go. We got to get a priest or something, exorcise them out of this situation, because they're causing more trouble than good at this particular point. Because one thing I've said about Dean and Parm's relationship so far is it's one that's built on love and respect, and they're always there for each other, whether Dean is feeling sad and low and Parm is there to pick him up, or Parm is feeling sad and low and Dean is there to pick him up, they're always there to support one another. It's always been a relationship built on a basis of love and compassion and caring and trust. So Dean and Parm coming up in this situation and they're fucking shit up, and it's like, I love y'all. Your story is unfortunate, but you've been reincarnated. Your reincarnated selves found each other. Stop fucking it up. Move on. Go, and let them live. That's where I am right now. So we'll have to wait and see where this last episode goes. And by wait and see, I mean I'm gonna go watch it right now. Y'all wait until tomorrow when the next reaction gets posted. But yeah, I this episode made me feel some type of way, and I haven't really felt this type of way when it came to this series yet. So hopefully the last episode will leave me in a place that is a little bit more, I don't know, satisfied, I guess. But we'll just have to wait and see. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments, and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. Love you guys.